So the hype around AI has been going on for years now, but how capable are AI website builders really if you let it build a complete website? And so I've tried 7 of the best AI website builders out there. Let's say the results were unexpected. So what I did is I researched a lot of these tools through Reddit, Google search and different directories that list AI website builders, and I picked my top 7 of the most promising ones. And so in this video we'll focus on AI tools that generate the full website for you, and after we test each one we're gonna take a little bit of time to rate it and to see how good it really was. So let's get started. Okay, so the first AI website builder we're gonna look at is called UI Magic. And it's claiming to be the future of text to website. So let's see the features: quick and effortless copy. Then the hosting is apparently included, which is good. And easy to use builder. This is the main feature anyway for AI. So I think we should start and give this a try. Okay, choose your website style. Okay, and so for this I have already created a client brief with ChatGPT. And so what we're gonna do here is paste it in, and it's basically about a company called The Green Thumb. And The Green Thumb is a small but growing business specializing in indoor and outdoor plants, gardening supplies and so on. So let's see. And so you can set the custom style or a style preset. Of course, we're gonna take the preset. And we pick hero section, feature section, about us, services, testimonials, contact. And let's hit generate website. I'm very curious what is gonna happen here. And apparently we have only 45 remaining credits, which is basically their way of monetizing this page, I imagine. Okay, so apparently now it's done. And let's check it out. Then grow your green oasis, then you can shop plants. Okay, it gives you here a little bit of an explanation. Then this is kind of the about section. Okay, the images look quite good. And here the icons are very generic, and it's like these cards, and it is a very, very simple style. It doesn't have any real brand colors or any real style. It's just a really basic website that you could maybe also make with Notion website builder or something. And so I'm not hugely impressed by now. And it's also, the UI is really weird. What did it just export? Okay, you can export the website with HTML, which is interesting. Okay, yeah, I think we call this a day. Okay, I don't want to hate on this, but I think design wise it's pretty basic. The UI is not that good, and yeah, I think it could be a lot better, honestly. I think I'm giving this a 6 out of 10 stars because it's just so lacking in every possible way. And so yeah, let's move on to the next one. And so the next one we're gonna look at is called Stunning. It's already looking quite promising, I think. It's apparently been featured on Product Hunt. And here to show you a little bit of the features, it looks quite interesting. And yeah, I think we give this a try. Gonna go through this onboarding process really quick. Our local business, we're going again for the Green Thumb so we can compare the sites a little bit. Okay, so they give you kind of different templates: digital product, online business, pre-sale, music podcast, local business. Let's go with the local business. The business is called Green Thumb. And we're gonna paste this in here again. The tone of voice here, this is kind of interesting, and we give it a little playful brand tone. And the color theme, let's go generate. Let's put in here green hues and see what it comes up with. Yeah, it looks quite okay. And we're gonna stay in English, and let's hit generate. And at this point I think the UI is already pretty alright, it's pretty nice. Okay, what is this? Home. Okay, we have here the individual sections. with the image. And I think it's an Unsplash image, it's not AI generated image. Okay, they have like the text, shop now. They have like a little testimonial. This is a little bit weird, it's just like a random text with no button or anything. And interactive plant finder, discover the perfect plant. Okay, this picture is really weird. And there's like this is kind of interesting. It's like the step-by-step process, how it works. Create an account, browse products, place an order, which is not so bad. They have the pricing plans, FAQ section, and what's interesting is you can regenerate everything. So this is kinda, I don't really like this, but let's regenerate this one. And then they have like these 3 features, and the icons don't really match together. Oh yeah, we can also hit preview, which is better. And then we hide this, and so we see the full page. And so all in all, it's not terrible, but it's not so great either, I would say. As a first start, if you really have no website and you can't afford any web designer who can do something better like this, then it might be alright. All in all, starting is quite interesting. The UI is not so bad, it's quite intuitive to use, but the design quality could be better, and also some of the sections don't really make sense. But for an AI website builder, I think it's quite solid, and I give it a 8 out of 10 stars. Okay, so next up we have B12, and it's already looking quite minimal, which scares me a little bit. And they claim to design a website in 60 seconds. And let's see what it can do. Yeah, featured, how it works. And you get a monthly website report, alright. And the website is really, really tiny. It's just like these 2 sections. But yeah, let's start now. And let's paste in the business description again. Continue. Alright, and let's hit generate. It doesn't ask for anything more, like tone of voice or anything. Okay, they immediately ask if I like it or not, but I don't even see it just yet. Okay, apparently it has created the navigation, which is, yeah, it's not terrible, but it's nothing special either. And what's interesting here at the top is apparently it has this like responsive views, which we're gonna check out in a second. Alright, where can I view it? I think this is already the viewer. Discover plans. Well, the copywriting is terrible. If we could go down, this is kind of interesting. The image in the background, it stays in place. Then a little bit about the story. Okay, this is again Unsplash images because I have seen these before. And I think the images are really not fitting in any way for the company. Okay, and then it's like the kind of the map and the contact, and that's basically it. And let's see what happens if we like regenerate the layout. Okay, then it's like this basic section, and let's regenerate the content here because the content, okay, it doesn't really change anything, and it's basically a one-pager. It doesn't look terrible, but again, it's not great either. What happens if we go through the different landscapes? Okay, apparently it's fully responsive, which I think is great. Let's regenerate this for a second. Okay, wow. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting with the rounded corners, but I wouldn't really present this to a client. So how would I rate this website builder? I think the UI is quite simple to use. It's very, very basic. You can't really put in any like colors or any tone of voice. So the result will always be very generic, and I think that's the main problem with many of these website builders. I would give this a 7 out of 10 because of the easy to use UI, but the design quality could definitely be more advanced. Okay, next up we have durable, what I'm already quite curious about because the website looks kind of interesting. It has like this little bit of dark mode vibe to it. The animations are kind of cool with this bento grid. So let's get started with this. What type of business are you building? We are a gardening business. The business name is the Green Thumb. Oh wow, and the website is already being generated. Okay, then I'm generating also a logo. Your website is ready, okay. Wow, I'm not quite sure about the typography. I think the purple is kind of interesting. It's like, it's not so expected. It's not so bad. They have like a logo section, services section, garden design plans, seasonal planting tips. And this looks kind of good. About us section, the pricing table, which looks kind of neat actually. And this FAQ section, and then I'd like a call to action. But this is kind of cool. Let's hit regenerate. And let's regenerate the entire website. Let's see one more what it comes up with. Apparently it's still loading, I guess. Okay, so now I have registered, and let's see what we can do here. Also, we can regenerate, restyle. But I think this big typography section is really nice. It's really something different from the other website builders. And apparently there's like this AI chatbot. So what if we put in here regenerate full site? Me regenerate the website for you. Type confirm, alright. Okay, so if you look at it, there's like this big background image. It's kind of nice. I like the purple actually. Then the about us section, services, looks kind of cool. Small animations, testimonials and images here in the location, and even a form. So I think this looks pretty solid. Actually, I think it's kind of nice. You can replace like the logo and everything. And especially for people that are like not web designers, this is actually quite okay for a first start, or to just get your web presence started. I think I would rate Durable a 9 out of 10 because it's very easy to use, it's very simple, and the design quality is actually not that bad. Could definitely be more like special or more creative, but what do you expect from a AI website builder, honestly? So it's kind of nice. So next up we're gonna look at Pineapple Builder, and it's already looking like pretty like a marketing heavy site. They have like this launch, iterate and so on process. And so I think before we go through all these sections, we're gonna just try it out. And so now let's paste this in from the Green Thumb, and then let's create business name, business details, target audience. Okay, we offer services. And you have to put in here a lot of details, and I'm not sure it has gardening. Let's put other, brand personality. I always like this. I would put it at approachable. Voice attribute is friendly. Man, this is a lot to go through. Let's go for one pager. And let's start generation, like more a pale color palette. This doesn't give me gardening vibes, honestly. Let's keep the green white. And you can change a little bit the fonts here. And let's go to edit, maybe. Okay, but where are the contents? Like I put in all the information and it just didn't work. Maybe this is gardening, but I don't know. It's very weird. They have put again the pineapple logo here, but maybe because we didn't upload any icon. But yeah, I'm not massively hyped about this. The UI is a little bit confusing. They redirect you 100 times. Yeah, I think I give this a 6 out of 10. maybe if you have more time to figure it out, but it's very confusing to use. The design quality is also not very great. It's very simple layouts. So let's look at the next one. So the next one we're gonna look at is called Essai or Essai, I don't know how you pronounce it. And they have like this YouTube video, which I'm not gonna watch at the moment. And apparently the layouts here are already a little bit wacky, I would say. Okay. And it looks very like a little bit like a startup. And as soon as I go here, it says the connection is not private, but let's proceed for now.
6.5 hours later.
So apparently this website builder is not working. I just tried signing in 100 times and it just stays here. So this site may be completely bugged. And so I can't even rate it, which is terrible. Okay, last one we're gonna look at today is called Limecube, and it's also a web creation tool in which launches your website in 60 seconds, which they all claim for some reason. So let's try it out. Let's put in the information. Again, can I put in multiple gardening services? Okay. This is the small description. The tone should be, oh, they have a lot, which is good. Let's go with a humorous, because I'm really curious how it's gonna make a humorous website. Let's go for sage green, I don't know, light. And apparently it's already generating. Okay, apparently it's finished. Let's see it. Unleash your inner gardener. Okay, that's kind of cool. They have this little interaction. Plant care tips. And also like a little typographic logo. I'm not sure if these fonts match, and already them using like 3 different fonts, which I'm not so quite sure about. A little bit welcome section, the outdoor plants, indoor plants, like, oh wow, this button animation, I'm not sure about that. And if you go down, you get more information, and it's very text heavy and very basic. Okay, there's like different page styles, but I'm not sure what it means. Style 5. Okay. Yeah, the contents are kind of the same again. These images, I'm not sure. It's like a light box. Okay. And like then they have this form and testimonials. It's quite basic. It's not massively bad. I think it's kind of interesting as maybe a first prototype or something. And the UI is kind of fine, but also not great. It's like, what do these styles mean? It doesn't say anything. And so I think I would give this also a 6 out of 10, because it's very lackluster and the design is not that great and it can be way improved. So if you go through here to all the websites that we created, what I like the most, and I also think it's the most promising candidate, is Durable. And because they have this really solid AI, you can restyle everything. And also the design is already looking quite good. It's intuitive and it has like this different responsive options, and it just looks very nice for a first start. The typography looks fine. So if you're really looking to get out a really fast prototype into the world, I think this might be your best bet. Make sure to check it out. So as you can see, each tool has its unique strengths and weaknesses, but at the end of the day, some tools either produce poor quality websites. People still most often hire developers because they don't understand the tools that they're using. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, time is money, and when you hire a professional, you can save both time and money. AI-generated websites have improved immensely, but they still have a lot of limitations. So can AI website builders still be useful? Absolutely. Especially if you're a small business, a startup, or someone who doesn't have the necessary design skills or the money to hire a designer. It's a way to get your web presence up very quickly. For more complex sites, or if you need like conversion optimization or another kind of functionality for your website, there's no way around a real developer or a real web designer who can help you take your website to the next level. So to wrap this up, do AI website builders work in 2024? Yes, they do work, but only for certain use cases. What I'm very curious about, would you use a AI website builder, or would you go the traditional way, or have you even used a website builder? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. So thanks and see you in the next one.